Hey everybody, so we got quite a bit of news today, some good and some bad. But let's go ahead and get started first with some good news over in Save the World. First off, we have the Wall Knights and the Copper Argon Axe. We're going to ignore the Argon Axe because even though it's part of the Neon weapons set, unlike the Xenon Bow and the Neon Sniper, it's a completely useless weapon. Wall Knights, on the other hand, great trap, especially if you want to keep husks away from your objective and stun them. Highly would suggest getting this trap. Next, for our 2-for-1 special, we got the vacuum tube shotgun and the vacuum tube rifle. Now, the vacuum tube shotgun is a quirky little thing because it actually shoots 9 buckshots at the same time, though surprisingly, doesn't mean that it's actually powerful. It's a fine weapon to use, but you would definitely want to use the vacuum tube rifle because that one's actually a lot more powerful with a lot bigger reach, and both of them, if you could perk it up with chain lightning, would both be viable, but the vacuum tube rifle would be more susceptible with assault sledgehammer. We also got another 2-for-1 special, the floor launcher and the tar pit. Now, I've mentioned before how much I love the tar pit trap. It is a wonderful trap to use, especially to stop smashers while they're in their charging phase. But the floor launcher as well is wonderful to use, especially if you want to keep husks away from your objective. The way that I usually use both these traps is that I put the floor launcher closest to the objective and put a ramp right above it. That way, anyway husk manages to get through, it actually sends them up and the ramp sends them slingshotting backwards. But the tar pits I place in front of the floor launcher away from the objective to stop smashers if they do come charging towards the objective. Next on the list, we have the Copper Tiger Jaw. Now, if I remember correctly, this is similar to the Room Sweeper. It is an automatic shotgun. The only difference is that the Tiger Jaw has a tighter crosshair, meaning that it's actually got a longer reach. Although, surprisingly, I don't know if the Tiger Jaw is powerful than the Room Sweeper. I need to check the numbers on that. But both are very viable shotguns, very powerful in their own right. I would highly suggest getting this shotgun as well if given the chance. Continuing on, we have my favorite melee build, the Stormblade. Now, I've mentioned this before and I've even made a video on it regarding its exploding 6 perk, and this is definitely a weapon you want to get. It's one of my most favorite melee weapons to use, especially when perked up with what was it, not Paleo Luna, it was Assassin Sarah, if I remember correctly. She actually causes an increase in damage not only to the sword but to the explosion ability as well. So get this, I highly recommend it as soon as possible. And we actually do have something very new. We have a Mythic survivor lead. Her name is Saka Birdie Gale. Now, she is part of the survivors that you need to increase your power levels and actually make your commander stronger. Now, let me give you an example. If you look at the top left of my screen, you can see that I'm power level 133. This means that I've grown more powerful and I've gained access to a lot of the areas right here, including the Mythic Storm King boss battle. The more powerful you get, or the more you power up in your levels, the more areas you're able to open up. That also means that you need to get a lot of survivors. Now, right over here, you have different types of survivor squads, each one with a different lead survivor, and then you also have a whole squadron of survivors that match with the leads. I'm going to go ahead and use this as a quick example. If you guys want me to make a video regarding how to thoroughly perk up your survivor squads, then let me know down in the comments. But as you can see, we do have a squad lead and the other survivors, each one with their own, I guess you could say, perks. Each one has the same personality, which is analytic. Reason for this is because each squad needs to have the exact same personality as their squad leader. Now, the squad leader's personality is analytic as well, but as you can see in the bottom section, it says Doctor. That symbol that you see on the far right of the squad leader is the exact same one for the EMT squad that you can see on the top. But as long as your team leader is the same or has the same symbol as the squad that he is in, so let's say for this one he's a doctor and he belongs to the EMT squad, And the rest of the survivors have the same personality trait, which is analytic, which is also the same as the squad leader. It will give you the max power level for this specific squad. I mean, as you can see here, we actually do have what was it, Saka Gale, the mythic lead that we do have available right now. She has the personality Curious, as well as the leader Match Explorer, which is the same symbol as the scouting party. As you can see, the other squad members have the same personality, which is Curious. This all increases the power level of your defenses and your commander by a lot. But again, like I said before, if you guys want a thorough explanation as to how survivor squads work, then let me know down in the comments. But continuing on, we do have Marathon Hype, a constructor with the commander perk Long Rush. This increases your Bull Rush ability's distance by 6 tiles. Now, Bull Rush is an amazing ability in my opinion. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it is very useful in different situations. Bull Rush basically, it gathers up all the husks to your character and then pushes them off into the distance. It makes your constructor pull out a shield and just tackles all the husks that it can. This is even useful whenever you have a smasher charging at your objective. It actually stops the smasher mid-charge, almost like tackling them during a football game. But this is very useful for mini bosses, especially if they are specifically targeting like a weak point in your objective. All you need to do is do a bull rush and it sends them flying away from your objective. So this is a very useful ability and a very useful commander perk. Next on the list, we do have Bulletstorm Jonesy in Twine Peaks, which is a surprise for me. I didn't expect him to be in the map. He comes with the commander perk Start Up. Every shot increases range weapon damage by 2% and fire rate by 1.2% up to a maximum of 25 stacks. Switching weapons or reloading removes this buff. Now, I like him. He's a very powerful hero, but there is another hero that does almost the same thing as him, just better, and that would be Crack Shot. And he is able to go ahead and increase the damage by a bigger margin of a percentage. Still though, Crack Shot is only available during the Christmas event, which is right now. So if you can get him right now while it's still Christmas or while it's still the winter month. But even if you aren't able to get him, this is a very good commander to have, or a main hero to have in your hero build. Now, it does say that switching or reloading a weapon removes the buff, meaning that you have to restart again, but surprisingly there are weapons that do not need to reload. They just have a cooldown system. One such weapon is the Storm King's Scourge. Now that is an assault rifle that doesn't have to reload, it just needs to cool down. If you do not have that weapon like overheat, you are able to keep this buff continuously. But that's about it for Save the World. Let's head on over to Battle Royale and see what we got in the item shop. Over in the item shop, we have the Skibidi Toilet Bundle. I'm honestly surprised. Well, no, not really surprised. The fact that Fortnite brought this into the game, it's no real shock because it's added a whole bunch of different collaborations from different games before. But this has got to be the most cringiest bundle that they've ever added into it. But taking a look at this bundle, it comes with the Skibidi Toilet Back Bling. And I just gotta say, that is the creepiest thing I have ever seen. That is terrifying to me. I feel like we should all do the same thing as we did before with the Cybertruck situation, where anybody driving the Cybertruck, we all just put aside our differences and hounded them down. If we see anybody with the Skibidi Toilet Back Bling, we should just all hunt them down. But we also got the Plunger Man suit, and if it wasn't from Skibidi Toilet, the style would look amazing. We also got the Plunger Man's plungers, reminds me like a dual wielding Pluninja pickaxe. I know you remember him. But we also got the Skibidi Pack, which does look great. It looks like a normal back bling, like a normal backpack, but with rockets on the side. I honestly thought those were flashlights for some reason. But continuing on, we also have Starfire back, which is a great surprise. I think she hasn't been in the item shop for like 2 years. But going on with the bundle, it comes with Starfire herself, her back bling Silky, isn't he adorable? Also got the Starbolt pickaxe, the Starfire's Flourish emote, and we also got the Starfire Flies loading screen, which again, gorgeous. Also got the McLaren still in the item shop, the TMNT bundles along with the Shredder and the Splinter bundle. Messy still here, FNCS still here. They changed the Go Ballistic section to the wraps. We got a lot of returning ones. The Red Knight bundle is back in the item shop, as well as Dynamo, Nura, Backlash, and Roll Up. I don't know if that is a new Fortnite Festival emote. I don't remember seeing that before. Maybe new. But we also got Clash, the Melody Maverick. A little known fact, her outfit actually reacts to the background music of your game. Also got Jawbreaker and the Jug Band. If you guys don't remember, this is actually an emote that plays Poker Face by Lady Gaga. But we also got Soar Above and the same weapons wrap. The Kimiko's Locker bundles, still the same. We got some returning skins for the Frosty outfits like Grimbles, Bundles, Frosted Flurry, and Sugar Plum. We also got the same, the Slay Team bundle and Nutcracker bundle still here. We do have some brand new kicks, which I'm I'm impressed that they lowered down the price for these. These are only 600 now. Would have been better if they were like 4, maybe 200 V-Bucks, but it's still ridiculous how they're charging us 800 for the Nordics, 1,000 for the Low Pros, and the 1,000 for the Mount Fujis, while the Snow Stompers again are only 600. It's ridiculous how much they're charging us for a pair of shoes that nobody's even going to notice very much. We got the same jam tracks, the same instruments for Gear for Festival, same platinum icons, and the same Snoop Dogg bundle still here. The Incredibile still here. Brand new wheels and boost. The Peppermint wheel is in the item shop, as well as the Snowflakes boost. The Lustrum is back, and we still got the same 3 wheels and boosts from the last few days. The Brick Life look, still the same as the last few days ago. We do have the Nightmare Before Christmas Lego set back in the item shop, which is nice. Double Agents, still here. Same special offers and bundles, except for the Guardians of the Galaxy pack. They actually brought them back. I'm very happy for that. But other than that, it's basically the same thing. I also wanted to let you guys know that starting today until January the 1st, for Save the World, Epic is actually giving free Smorgasborg's llamas, which you'll find in the llama shop, as well as 2 free X-ray llamas. Again, you'll find them in the llama shop in Save the World. You'll be able to get all kinds of weapons, all kinds of traps, and all kinds of survivors to help boost up your power levels for your account. I would highly suggest taking advantage of this to power up your your home base and get more powerful, as well as unlocking more areas in the game. But other than that, that should be about it. If you guys like my content, why not leave a like? And if you guys want to get more updates regarding the game, why not drop a follow? Until then, as always, stay safe and game on.